All dropped everything because RA completely lost it. And when I say lost it, I mean full-on wig-off table flipping. Where is she? Level breakdown. She was all in on Claressa Shields, who presumably told her inner circle, and I quote, "I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Come again. Wait a second. Wasn't Claressa just cozying up to him at her birthday event, chatting about babies and perusing jewelry like they were on a TLC reality show? And didn't Remy Ma hurl a $5,000 cake across the room over this identical scenario? Oh, but you thought it ended there. Not even close. This is just the first act, and the drama is boiling over. Why does Claressa brag about Papoose as if she didn't just grab him off Remy in front of the camera? Is this all done to gain influence? Or is she actually showing off her crown in their romance? And after hearing those remarks, what precisely did Remy do? According to insiders, she didn't simply reply, she actually turned up. This is no longer celebrity rumors. It's a full-fledged deathmatch in a love triangle. Someone is going to step down. Sweetie, we are still unpacking everything. So prepare your snacks. Let's start with an indisputable fact. Papoose was unprepared for a situation like this. We've witnessed destructive splits, social media blow-ups, and exposes of cheating. However, this is a front-row popcorn-flying drama, on par with an IMAX. The most outrageous part was that Claressa Shields' explosive, stunning line caused everything to explode. "I'm making personal contact with Papoose once more. I apologize. Please return." The same woman who was holding hands, toasting glasses, whispering baby talk, and exchanging flirtatious glances across the table while celebrating her birthday with him just a few weeks ago, is now openly declaring that she is back in bed with Remy Ma's partner, and not even making an effort to blend in. It's bold. It's being petty. It's saying, "I said what I said. Do something." Remember that Remy and Papoose were the epitome of perseverance and ride-or-die love, a loyalty that requires 10 years of waiting. And Claressa, who entered their world with a smug side eye and a champion belt, is now calling round two. Not at all. Go back 2 months in time. Papoose and Claressa appeared to be getting ready for a reality show when they were spotted together at the gym wearing matching Nike. Everyone dismissed it. Well, it's simply enterprise. He's promoting her brand. Yes, January. That's no longer being bought. Sleepovers and late-night conversations are said to have evolved from smoothies and MIT drills. Remy also made an effort to maintain her elegance. She tweeted a mysterious message and unfollowed both of them. "You are most deeply wounded by those who are closest to you." Then, she stopped talking. However, the disdain is widespread, because it cracked the dam when Claressa casually spoke that statement while attending a private lunch in Atlanta. Imagine this, a peaceful Sunday, stylish rooftop, mimosas are flowing, influencers are giggling behind their masks, while eating avocado toast, socialites are taking selfies, and there she is, sipping bubbly and gleaming in a lavender jumpsuit with flowing box braids. "So, what's up with you and Pap?" someone asks casually, and she instantly leans back, smirks, and drops the bomb. "Oh, I'm getting physical with Papoose again." Stillness. Complete quiet. Forks froze in midair. It is said that one girl choked on her crab cake. The phones suddenly went off. That statement was all over the place in 2 hours. Group conversations from coast to coast. 3 gossip pages had published it by dusk. Remy may remain silent, but she's not one to be taken advantage of. So by midnight, Arma was trending. Let's name her Brie with the sad bangs, according to a source. For weeks, Remy had been watching the situation with a sidelong glance. However, this was no longer suspect. This served as verification. Instead of hitting her therapist, she went to the airport as soon as she saw the quote. Remy reportedly boarded the subsequent trip to Atlanta. No glam, just her aide Monique, her cousin Tom, and something in her suitcase wrapped in a silk scarf. She was wearing a black sweatshirt and was said to be wearing a wig. I'm not sure, but it's certain that she was moving intentionally. Here's the worst part. Papoose was in Atlanta already. Yes, you heard correctly. Remy took a plane straight to the city where her husband, or purported ex, was already staying in a hotel suite with the same lady who had just claimed to be having sex with him once more. It's a divine love triangle. Remy showed up to the Intercontinental like she owned it. According to witnesses, even the bellhop was perspiring despite security's best efforts to maintain composure. A hazy TikTok video of a person who appeared to be Remy pacing the hotel lobby, phone in hand, mouthing what seemed to be, "Where is she?" If you thought that was crazy, get ready because, according to another insider, Claressa was already on her way up when Remy entered the elevator. Yes, it is correct. The same hotel, the the same floor, the same time, both women. Tension like that may cut a lace front in two. This wasn't just an, oh, I'm in town moment, so let's go back in time. No. Since before the birthday celebration, this storm has been building. Papoose and Claressa have been seen sitting courtside at a boxing match without Remy ever since Claressa accidentally named Pape on Instagram Live, and then swiftly corrected herself by saying, I meant, bro. Yes, you did. Meanwhile, Papoose has said nothing at all. No tweets, no blogs, not even a subtly poetic jab that, to him, amounts to a complete confession. It becomes much more chaotic behind the scenes. There are rumors that Papoose and Claressa exchanged texts, some of which are purportedly concerning hotel reservations, exclusive training sessions, and a playlist called Late Night Rounds. We don't know what is suspicious if that isn't. Remy, meanwhile, has had enough. According to those close to her, she is sick of pretending to be a wife while Claressa pretends to be a housewife. Prepare yourself, because what transpired next made that brunch comment appear insignificant if the face-to-face altercation transpired as eyewitnesses report. Remy failed to show up for the conversation. She arrived prepared to make amends. The situation was set when she entered the hotel suite, where insiders said Papoose and Claressa were either mid-cuddle or mid-something else, without buffers, security, or the ability to take a moment to go outside. This was authentic, unadulterated emotion, and depending on who is recounting the tale, it concluded with doors being smashed, screaming, tears, and a very agitated hotel manager. But we need to delve even farther to completely comprehend what transpired inside that suite. The leaks, the consequences, and how the internet responded to every tumultuous detail. Let's continue where we left off now. Rama had just entered an opulent hotel suite in Atlanta while wearing all black. Claressa's shields were purportedly mid-cuddle, mid-situation, or worse, and her husband might be emotionally absent or separated. What took place after that? Yes, we have the inside scoop. A kind employee who wishes to remain anonymous will call her Kesha with the clipboards, says that the moment Remy entered, she didn't make a fuss or raise her voice. Is this what we're doing? She questioned, remaining motionless and composed. Now, Pap, you guys, it's the one statement that hits home the hardest. Simple and quiet, the tone that implies she is already aware of the situation. However, she's giving him one last chance to deceive her. What action did Papoose take? He reportedly stood up in shock, caught between the two women as if he had just entered a drama series on Bet. Claressa, meanwhile, is said to have stayed seated and grinned as if she were watching a Love and Hip-Hop Revenge Edition episode while drinking from a hotel water bottle. Then Ro approached her directly, leaned in, and said, "Say that brunch line to my face." Everything blew up at that point, shouting charges. It seems like someone threw a pillow. According to insiders, the only reason it didn't turn into a full-fledged altercation was because Papoose was barely able to intervene and urge everyone to calm down. However, here's where the situation truly veers to the left. A hotel visitor from across the hall pressed record on their phone when everything inside the suite was exploding, and a shaky audio-only video appeared on the internet in less than half an hour. The audio bomb dropped on Twitter like a sledgehammer, causing trending hashtags like Jawar Reese's, Claressa Jaw Papoose, Caught Slipping, and a fan favorite, Not All Black Love Missions. The quality wasn't great, but it was clear enough to hear Remy yelling, "You want to get physical with my man? Let's get physical right now." Let's now discuss the public's response. Remy really showed up like she was about to drop a diss track and headline a boxing match in the same night. Iconic, tweeted one former user. Claressa Shields may be a champion in the ring, but I've seen Remy live at Summer Jam. She doesn't lose fights. Fans were split straight down the middle. Team Remy was outraged, claiming that she supported Papoose during his mixtape Mystery Years and gave him the best of her life, only to be caught off guard by someone who began as merely a training partner. Meanwhile, Team Claressa was enjoying every second of it, with one Claressa Stan account writing, "Remy had all those years to keep her man happy. Claressa took the shot after spotting a vulnerable point. Forget about it." However, the drama didn't end there. Shortly after the altercation, someone shared screenshots from a group chat. We won't say who it is, but it rhymes with Claressa. Claressa nonchalantly stated in the texts that she and Papoose had been developing a spiritual and physical bond for weeks. She even joked, "I'm training him in more than just boxing." The nerve. In response, Remy's team posted a series of mysterious Instagram stories with white lowercase lettering and plain black backdrops. One said, "When it's always the ones you feed, royalty doesn't live here anymore," added another. The third was a boomerang of her lacing up black Timberlands with a gentle background soundtrack. "I have received the message." Papoose, meanwhile, said nothing at all. No statements, no social media posts, and no free verse. And there was an overwhelming hush. Fans began mocking him for always avoiding responsibility and being the human equivalent of a tricky direct message. And a second video leaked just as it appeared that the crisis had reached its zenith. This time, the internet went crazy over a shaky video of Remy exiting the suite while clearly upset, followed by her cousin Tone shouting, "Nah, we're not doing this again, Rem." People began to conjecture, had this ever occurred before? Was Remy and Papoose's breakup actually caused by Claressa? Recent rhymes were analyzed by a TikTok investigator who identified bars that purportedly alluded to treachery. 3 weeks before the celebration, Claressa was seen sporting the same hoodie that Pap had on in her Instagram story, in another widely shared post. However, the repercussions went beyond simply stolen videos and ambiguous subtitles, so it's not done yet. Industry insiders claim that Rhee's legal team is currently considering their alternatives. Rumor has it that she is meeting with attorneys to discuss a potential defamation lawsuit or perhaps a breach of contract because she and Papoose reportedly signed a brand deal last year that included a no public disgrace clause. Additionally, this is public, nasty, and may be profitable. Not to mention that Remy and Papoose continued to be publicly associated through endorsement arrangements, such as a Valentine's Day couples shoe collaboration, a podcast teaser, and a skincare brand. According to insiders, sponsors are now either pulling out or waiting to see what happens. Who is disclosing the veracity? Here's some further heat. A voice message purports to be from Claressa once more, in which she expresses her resentment over losing. She used to have the man, the attention, and the devotion. Now, though, the spotlight is all she has left. She says, "I got the man." Boom. Drop the microphone. Fans, bloggers, and even celebrities are getting in as the turmoil continues to grow. A shady tweet appeals to Cardi B. 3 side-eye emojis are displayed beneath a gossip blog article by Fat Joe. The entire hip-hop community is pulled in as Funkmaster Flex posts a snippet of the leaked audio along with the caption, "Somebody get in the booth and turn this into a diss track ASAP." Others are speculating, is this a real breakup, a PR stunt gone sideways, or the start of a messy custody war over their shared fan base? And just when it looks like it can't get much lower, there are suspicions that the suite has a hidden camera. Yes, according to an anonymous tip, a private security camera captured the entire incident. Remy may also possess the video. How is she going to use it? Nobody is certain. Don't be surprised if a documentary titled Raise the World is released next month. Though, given how tactical her camp has been lately, Claressa, meanwhile, was utterly indifferent. She continues to post inspirational posts, training videos, and mysterious remarks like "I punch harder when I'm inspired." She is undoubtedly petty, but she is also somewhat legendary. One thing is certain, despite the deluge of fan modifications, memes, hypotheses, and perspectives on time, this is no longer only drama. It is a full-fledged cultural occasion. What does this all signify for the future of Remy Ma? Will Papoose be able to withstand the blowback? And is Claressa going to move in with him? Yes, that comes next, because you won't believe what happened the following morning. Let's dissect it. The following morning, Remy had just left that hotel suite in Atlanta after a furious altercation with her husband and Claressa Shields. Social media was still suffering from the grainy hallway video and leaking audio, and it was heated, emotional, and messy. However, Remy made her next move right away, and that action was a phone call, allegedly to a reality TV producer rather than a therapist or crisis manager. Yes, it is correct. This treachery is becoming primetime material thanks to her. Unbothered Until I Wasn't is a limited documentary series that Remy's team has proposed. According to production-related sources, the Remy narrative offers an unvarnished, unedited look at betrayal, resiliency, and allowing individuals to be who they truly are. Even yet, it's not the most bizarre turn of events, because Papoose eventually breaks his silence as Remy's crew prepares for cameras and contracts, but not through a press conference, a statement, or even a freestyle. Rather, he releases a monochrome Instagram video. It's moody, A piano instrumental is present. Do you want me to go on to the next section? He says, sometimes people change, and sometimes they just show who they've always been. No names, no tags, but everyone knew exactly who he was referring to. The internet was laughing, but Remy wasn't amused. The comment section was in disarray, wondering if this was about Remy or Claressa, not him quoting Pinterest during a cheating scandal. It felt like he was blinking twice, as if she cooked better than Remy. In response, her team sent Papoose and Claressa an actual legal notice the following day, accusing them of defamation, violating their image rights, and even using emotional labor without authorization. It was legalese, but the message was clear. Stop using her heartbreak for promotion. Claressa, on the other hand, doubled down, posting a video from the same gym where she and Papoose were allegedly training, doing who knows what else, with the caption, "Don't worry about what's in my corner. Be concerned about the results." The couple's skincare line that Papoose and Remy were promoting was cancelled. The Black Love and Lyrics podcast was put on hold indefinitely, and their joint appearance at an upcoming awards show was cancelled. However, it didn't stop there. Sponsors began to back out of agreements. The press release vanished overnight, and Rhee's brand manager allegedly encouraged her to make a public statement about healing and best wishes. Instead of writing a letter, Remy released a freestyle called "Take the Gloves Off," which was posted at midnight. The lyrics, "Training with my man, sparring with the truth, you punch bags, I punch lines, proof you think you got the crown, that's just a phase, I gave him 10 summers, you gave him protein shakes." For the third day in a row, and even Nicki Minaj subtly liked a fan tweet that said, "Now this is the Remy I miss." Claressa sipped tea and said, "I didn't steal anyone's man," as she sat down with none other than Wendy Williams for her first digital comeback after a break. The interview went viral on YouTube and had almost 1 million views right away. "He approached me. Don't be upset if someone drives off after you leave your keys in the car," Wendy persisted. "Was it only physical, or are you two still together?" In response, Claressa said, "We're exploring our connection, that's all I'll say." Meanwhile, Papoose's Instagram account was empty, except for a picture of his daughter, depicting brightness and a shattered heart. As the drama developed, viewers spotted something odd in the caption, which said, "Kids know everything, sir, please." After looking over Claressa's previous posts, some internet investigators discovered one from 4 months ago that was taken inside a home with a unique mirror. One of Papoose's previous Instagram live feeds from 2022 used the same mirror. People began making the connections. Was this affair continuing longer than anyone had anticipated? Before the incident at the birthday celebration, did Papoose and Claressa have a relationship? Was there a secret relationship behind the brunch bombshell? Fans were devastated. And even some of Claressa's defenders began to second-guess themselves after an audio clip purportedly showing Remy sobbing to a friend said, "I gave that man everything, loyalty years, my whole life, and he handed it to a boxer like it was nothing." However, a handwritten and signed contract titled Agreement of Publicity Partnership with Claressa Shields was suddenly revealed by Papoose's former assistant. Plans for press appearances, leaked intimate images, fictitious gym stories, and even a provision regarding a controlled love were allegedly outlined in the document. Triangle story for Buzz. So, hold on, this whole affair may have been staged drama to increase brand interaction and followers as part of a partnership podcast called Punchlines and Promises. If it is accurate, Remy was not just deceived but also exploited. Additionally, someone may need to enter witness protection if the Bronx legend discovers that she was used in a publicity ploy. One thing is certain, though, regardless of whether it's genuine, phony, or a perverted combination of the two, the internet is currently dominated by this drama. Fans continue to drag, cancel, defend, and conjecture. Everyone is waiting to see what Remy Ma does next. Is she really over Papoose? Does she intend to sue Claressa? Or is she going to make a big comeback out of this betrayal? It's obvious that nobody will escape this unscathed. What did we just see, after all? A publicity gimmick, a hip-hop boxing battle without gloves or rules, or a cheating controversy, lyrical warfare, mystery contracts, hotel rooms, leaking audio, and more. The situation continues to worsen. To be honest, nobody anticipated Claressa Shields would approach Remy in that manner, and Papoose transformed from a symbol of black love to a personification of a shrug. What comes next, though, is the crucial question. Will Remy release any more diss tracks? Will Papoose and Claressa become the next toxic couple in society if they go public? Or is the contract leak evidence that what we've been witnessing is merely a huge publicity gimmick gone awry? We would like to know what you think. Leave a comment below. Claressa's team, or Remy's, was this a sophisticated public relations ploy, or a genuine betrayal? More importantly, would you be able to forgive someone who unintentionally ended up dating a great boxer?